Mic check, mic check. Howdy gameroonies. Turn password off. I always forget to do that every time I go live again. How we doing? Hope all is good in thy hood. How long's it been since I actually done a live stream? That is the real question. It's been quite some time now. But we are back again for some more... What are we back for? Some more Supercross, round 13. Foxborough. Track so far this week seems very, very straightforward. Nothing too difficult on it at all. A couple bumps here and there, but other than that, it's certainly something. Love that again we're able to triple a finish line because there's been no plane set to stop it. Yeah, so far track is very, very straightforward. Doesn't take too long to learn at all. There's a couple of very, very inside dominant corners, at least for the 450s. So I have no clue how this track is going to race. I'll be completely honest with you boys. Unfortunately, it's going to be one of them tracks where is like 95% start dependent. So if we don't get a good start, it might not be looking too good for us, I'm afraid. Because it's one of them where it is a very straightforward track. You're not really going to lose and gain a bunch of times from people crashing. We're going to crash a lot in qualifying because we're trying to, you know, push things as hard as possible. And there's some quite deep ruts here where, I mean, you guys know from experience, if you push it a little bit too hard in a big deep rut on this game, you go flying over it and crash. But if you're just looking to take your time and just pick your way around the track, should be a-okay. Should be no problem at all. So my best lap in this session so far is a 52.4. My best lap total, if we include testing, is a 51.4. So if I can get into the 51s at all for qualifying when it actually begins, I'll be a very happy man. My reshade is not a preset at all, it's just a random combination of things that I think look okay. Oh my goodness. This is the only rhythm section so far where I'm not sure if what I'm doing is the fastest, but well, I'll look to see what the other fast boys are doing. Usually I don't find out until I get into the main event as they go flying past me, as they jump by me, but we'll see how she goes. Just waiting for this session to start qualifying now. The checkered flag is out, it's just behind my big old face. There we go. Right, so let's get some fresh tyres. Going to take some more fuel out because I'm a proper little sweaty tryhard. And let's go and try and run a Laparuni. Big old transfer, call me K-Dub. K-Dub's gone over the bump. And we begin. Jumping over the finish line backwards is a very annoying thing to do. Very distracting. Oh, don't go, don't go, don't go. Front end's not liking that corner there with all the bumps in it. Ah, that's actually quite a good first split from me there. I think that's probably one of my fastest so far. Hello, Tang. Hope you're all doing well as well, boys. Sorry I've been AFK for a while. When illness take over, it's best to just have a break. Can I still get that step on? You can. Oh, okay, so that'd be very, very quick if Dylan can get that. Probably not something I'll try and go for. I don't think my suspension allows me to get enough pop to get over and double that off, but that'll be huge. That'll give you a good half a second plus, because then you haven't got a single into the corner at all. You can just triple all the way in. Yeah, very, very inside dominant at this track on the 450s so far. One or two outsides here and there just to get your momentum going up, like before the whoops here, for example. And then the only reason we don't go inside in this corner is because you have so much speed through the whoops, it's hard to get stopped. But you want to try and go inside here if you can. There's 0 point in going around the outside after this wall unless someone's crashing your rut. Again, inside again, just very big inside ruts. Oh, can I still get on? Yes, barely. And then if you get this corner right, on at 450 you can triple in, triple again, soak it up, jump to the inside to cut a little bit of the track off, and finish line. There you go, it's 51 already. So that 51.4. That's literally exactly tied with my best lap in testing. So I reckon top boys, if they hit that line that Dylan was trying to hit, I reckon one or two of them might get into the 49s. I think they got it in the locker. There's probably a disgusting wheelie line through the whoops, as there always is, which I can't do because, you know, washed, hell gamer. But yeah, I can see how they could gain some time. Apparently I'm a second off of my time already on this lap. Ah, rest in peace, mate. Sounds like Thunder Valley inside. It's a little bit like that. Let's try and do this line Dylan's on about. Oh yeah, 100% they'll be doing that. Is it even... I wonder if it's worth trying to make the suspension a bit springier just to hit that line for quali, because that'll be huge. Again, not something I'll bother doing in the race, unless it erodes in that way. There's a chance that it could get easier with a road. Oh. You know what? We'll just go inside instead. Oh, gain time by going inside there. Noted. What's very hard is doing these ruts fast and smooth together. Very easy for the back end to overtake the front or to dig the handlebars into the ground. I jumped way too far. Oh, front end went again. Just got to be a little bit careful. What's up, brother? What's up, Smites? Pressure makes diamonds. Big plays. Oh, keep getting the front wheel out of that rut as well. Fun track is, I mean, it's just very straightforward. Nothing too difficult to learn about it. A couple of lines here or there that might set you apart, but I don't know, I think racing's going to be a little bit one line, a little bit difficult if I'm being completely honest. It's hard to tell a lot of the time just from testing and qualifying alone, but just based on what lines are quickest in qualifying, we'll see. It seems very inside, well, very one-line dominant, I should say. Oh my god. I'm not having good runs through the whoops though, that's somewhere that I can probably gain a lot of time. There's 0 point in going outside here because the inside rut's so big and cuts so much more distance off. Same with this corner. I'm trying to go on me again. Yeah, I do really want to get that, but I'm not sure on the best way, because if I check up more, try and get more speed, I won't get as much pop. If I go faster, you're kind of relying on a little bit of a poso bounce. Ooh, ooh. I need to try and hit the inside here after the finish relatively quickly, because I keep going middle and outside, and I think people are gaining on me. Right, pump just hit it really fast there. Oh, flew over the inside. Gosh darn it. Same traction as last week? No, I don't think so. Yeah, it's slippery in the pits, because it's asphalt, but I think the actual track itself is back to soft soil this week. Yeah, I saw many of you didn't like my my intense best of 3 battle today, which is a shame. Damn, 0.3 down in one corner. Crazy. Getting dangerously close to the bows there. Oh, that was nice. That is not nice every time my front end tries going in that rut. Because I'm up slightly, I'm not going to try and go for the double step off. Oh, I'm a bit too far inside it though. I don't know if I'm going to get the triple out. We did. Nice. There you go, went a little bit faster as well. 51.1. Yeah, my first corner there, my first left after the finish is not it at the moment. You have some sort of lean help 0? No, I don't. No, I've got... Am I running 100 or am I running 80 right now for direct lean? The only other thing that will affect you is direct lean right here. This will help you turn left to right quicker. And then I think the gain also has an effect in that as well. So these two are the most important things. And then as long as you haven't got some sort of weird, like, smoothing setting going on that delays it, that's the only other thing I can suggest, I'm afraid. When I'm doing outdoors, I'll turn that direct lean down to 80 a lot of the time because it's a little bit too sensitive for outdoors. Oh, oh, oh. It'll be too sensitive for indoors by the looks of it. Favourite 450 at the moment. I mean, it's always a tough one. I think I change my mind every single day. I'm always switching between, like the Husky or the Yamaha, for example, back and forth a bunch. I haven't ridden the KTM, like, in a competitive sense for a very long time. Probably feel weird going on it now. Aha, why did I needed to get that wheel tap there. That's completely messed me up for the whoops. Such a dangerous game trying to trying to rail these ruts. I'm up again, so I don't want to try and risk it. Why did I don't know what my back end got caught on then. That's really annoying. That's also really annoying. I threw that away right at the end. It was still a little bit quicker. We're into the 50s, but maybe like mid 50s doable, I reckon. I think if any of them boys hit the double step off in that long rhythm, they'll be getting into the 49s. I'm too scared. When I get to that part of the track, I don't want to kind of risk going for anything. Oh yeah, I just gained like 0.2 in the whoops. Yeah, gained 0.2 in the whoops by itself, so that's another 0.2. Lost maybe 2 or 3 tenths in the last corner by missing the inside rut, so that's about 0.5 in total. Yeah, there's a few things we can do to improve. Oh, off we go again. You're going to the race tomorrow? That sounds very, very cool. See, I've never been the biggest well, I used to like the Honda 450, but the most recent one that we have, it feels like so heavy for me that I feel like I almost can't do anything on it. But as a casual player, I think it's completely different to being on the competitive side of things. So just ride what you like riding. That's all I can suggest. Do you even fall if you lean? So that is something worth mentioning. The higher your gain, the further it will let you get cranked over in a corner. So you have to be a lot more careful that so you don't lean too far. Basically, the higher your gain, the further it will let you lean over, I guess. But then obviously that means crashing is a lot easier to do. So you have to be very precise with the twitchier and the quicker you make your sit-ins. Ah, God damn it. I'm very torn on what's quicker in that corner there, because you either be very precise and you go inside, or you try and send it a little bit more and go to the outside. So you can double off like the braking bumps on the right, just to downside the single into the corner. I thought I'd try and be sneaky and cut across and apex it. Yeah, one thing I've noticed quite a lot on this Husky, I'm not sure if it's got... I'm a back end slide there. I'm not sure if it's got like a wider hitbox or like collision points on it than some of the other bikes, but I notice I drag the handlebars on it a lot more when I'm leant over in ruts, like it'll catch easy. Whereas if I was riding the Suzuki, for example, it feels like you can kind of hit these deep ruts a lot easier without that. You see how my bike's kind of like jiggling side to side where the foot pegs and the fork bottoms are catching. That's a huge line if he's actually getting that. I would not want to risk that when I'm already on a burner. Someone will do it. There'll be a lap time in the next day or two with someone doing it at the end of a lap. No! Oh, that would have been rapid. I just missed it. You going to spawn again, brother, or are you just going to sit in the pits? Sick. Oh. What's he doing? It's taking so long. Very frustrating. That's just poor timing. There you go. Karma for trying to show off on stream. This old jam sandwich doing here. He's going inside as well. Yeah, look how slow I am, though. I'm 0.2 down, but I know I can't gain it in the whoops if I do that. It's been a long time since I've just leant back through the whoops, but it feels like it's okay around it. Usually I try and keep my body more in the middle of the bike and let the bike absorb the bumps underneath me. But I think because these ones are a lot closer together, you want to try and push that back wheel down into the ground a little bit more. Inside the defensive line too. That's very, very true. In the race, things might end up being completely different. Also, depends how the erode goes. I'm not sure how much erode they're going to be sent. Keep over jumping the finish, which isn't helping me much at all. It's like I gain time going into it, but I seem to lose it by the end of the straight because I haven't got that that slingshot. That's so slow. You know what? I will go outside then for the first time. No point. What about middle here? No, maybe. Maybe that one's not too bad, because then you get to apex this corner a bit better. Yeah, not the biggest fan of it. Can I triple from the middle? Because I keep going far outside. Yes, I can. That will save me a bunch of time. What an L gamer I am. So I much prefer doing that. It gets so much more speed onto the straight. Lost a little bit because I missed the inside of rut, but I feel like I can do that more consistently as well. Because the rut, when you go inside, it's almost going into it blind. You just have to know where the lineup is. There you go, faster again by 0.28. Yeah, keep blowing the inside. That's just a byproduct of trying to go fast now because we got most parts of the track pretty dialed. You know what? Can we quad? Quad god? Oh, no we can't. Ah, no. Okay. Pretend that didn't happen. Oh, well, I'm glad that you are now subbed at Essen. Oh, okay. Damn, I've only got 5 minutes left already. That is very, very quick. Settings in your last settings video still accurate. Can't say accurate anymore. The actual one that's like titled settings is a little bit off now, I think. But I made one a little bit after that about changing settings, which I don't know if there's settings in the title or if I've made it like an official one. They're a little bit different. They're a bit more sensitive now. I used to have like very mellow settings just for consistency, but then soon realised when playing against the absolute crackheads on the game this year that that's just not going to cut it anymore. You have to be quick at the same time, which is very, very difficult to do. So I made everything a little bit more twitchy, which, to be fair, is probably the reason why I'm lacking in consistency this year. 0.5 down. I don't think I'm going to gain that time back. Especially not if I'm jumping to the outside there. Keep hooking to the left here as well. Oh, that was nice. Gained 0.3 just from getting that inside so much better, and the back end's gone again. Oh, I'm convinced I'm in a rut there. It's just all the little choppy, very small choppy bumps that make the back end break traction. Bonk. Oh. Where's he going? Oh, okay. I guess that's the way to start that. Just a little twitching killed me. No. That was a very good lap. I'm interested to see what my ideal is. It was a great lap up to there. Oh, I like the Husky. It's always kind of a bit of an old reliable for me. Ah. Dylan's 0.4 off. What's my ideal? 50.2. Okay, yeah. I think the Fortnite gamers are definitely going to be getting into the 49s, I reckon. Oh. What am I doing? This is always the stressful part of qualifying, is when you've done just such a solid lap that you just have to full send everywhere. There's a lot of crashing and going back involved. Oh, I had such a good first turn there as well. I was like 0.2 up before I even got out of the corner. So yeah, inside is quicker. It's just a little bit more tricky to get into for me. I guarantee if I'd done it exactly the same thing now, I'd probably blow over it or just completely miss my timing. That's so frustrating. So close. More stable than the KTM. I don't know. I feel like it's a bit more twitchy in the KTM in the corners, but then I think it's more stable over bumps. Not a big KTM enjoyer in rough stuff, I'll be completely honest. Can I like line up this second corner, please? I've crashed like 4 times in a row on it. Lock in. I mean, I'd be happy with this qualifying time. I'm still probably a second or so off top, but better than usual. Oh, okay. What's happened there? Thing is, because it's such a simple track as well, there's not really that many places to gain and lose a whole bunch of time. And I am trying to do stuff like double over that bump to the outside. It's almost luck of the draw sometimes, and if you get it clean. But we do have a very lovely little K-dub transfer to start a new lap. I don't even know what's happened. I feel like I was in the rut that time and it just said no. It's because they're dug down so much and it's just every part of the bike wants to say, no, actually stand it up, I don't want to be sat in this. Whether it's swing arm or fork guards or handlebars or foot pegs, everything's just dragging. And then stuff like that happens as well. I'm not sure about that. Thanks, Danny. You leave your bike there, mate. Nice, good distraction for everybody. Make it so we can't see the rut properly. Love that from you. 0.4 down. If I somehow gain 0.4 back on this, I'll be very surprised, but this is... Nah, it's not. It's not. This is the last attempt anyway. Server is done. 20 minutes is over. That inside is so frustrating. There is a line to jump from the outside in this rhythm. I just don't think it's faster. But I've been proved wrong many, many times before. Let's go try it. So yeah, this is very inside dominant. The next corner's very inside dominant. That, I didn't even see the start until now. That start looks horrific. It looks so narrow. Just show me an overlay. Yeah, look at that. It gets so narrow through here. That's going to be chaos. Interested to see what the line is, though, out the gate. Let's just practice a start. Oh, pardon me. Let's just practice a start. 5 litres of fuel. Big old start gate as well. Jeez, gate 1's done a bit dirty with the ruts going across the start. So maybe gate 1 might not be the move for once. No statements, I'm afraid. My mouth is shut. My lips are sealed. Yeah, look how tight this gets. No, I think it's just... oh, someone might step over. I think it's a step on for me, personally. Try this inside. That is rank. So if I can do something like that, which felt a lot smoother and so much easier to do every lap rather than trying to line up that inside and risk going over it and crashing, I'm more than happy to do so. A little bit of a steamer right now, jeez. Let's try outsider. It just leads you off the track. It's not good. So, in my mind, when it comes to inside, and we'll call that an outside, even though it's more of a middle route, inside should be a bit shallower, so you can't hit it as fast as you can any of the others. And outside should kind of give you more of a slingshot. But the way that rut is built is it lets you carry a lot of speed going into it, but then it hooks really hard at the end. So you lose all of that momentum that you've gained. So actually going inside just ends up being fastest by a mile because it's not as sharp at the end of the inside, and I think the inside rut's bigger, and you can just double out the corner easy. So yeah, it's very inside dominant. I haven't tried like inside here yet. Probably will never do it again either. Holy. No, the 180 ruts don't get rid of block passing. That's why he's done it, so they only start at the end of the corner rather than the entire way through it, so you can still go up the inside of someone going into the corner. Like if there's someone on my right-hand side here, for example, I can dive to here if I want to and block their line and then still get locked into one of the ruts on the exit. Because if you're like jumping here, for example, that's not a block pass at that point, you're just taking somebody out. Oh, that's way too far. But this is also a very, very narrow track. Well, not narrow, you know what I mean, like very tight and twisty. Look at the track map on the right-hand side. There's not really any super long rhythms to gain a bunch of line. It's turn, accelerate, turn, accelerate, turn, accelerate. So it'll probably be quite hard to make legit passes, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, 450 and 250 lines will vary quite a lot, but 450 lines right now, it feels like any corner that's not a 180 is inside, and any 180 is outside, and then that's it. We can have a little bit of an experiment, can't we? We can try some different ones out. Track's very straightforward today. It's very, very easy. Let's make sure I'm not missing anything in the ARL Discord real quick. Nope, I think we're good. No, we're good. No drama going on. You'd love to see. Do I have 5 litres of fuel? I do. Ding, 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 ding. Probably try taking a couple of the different ruts just once or twice to see how they ride. So if I do get forced to take any of them during the race, not going in completely blind. I mean, that one, I don't know, it might not be too terrible. Because I don't think there's any like huge quads or anything you can do in that rhythm. I think it's triple single or triple double like I just did. So you're still jumping 3 times. That's not too bad either. Just alternatives. I don't think they're very close together. They're just like backup lines in case someone's crashed in your rut, for example. I don't really think anyone's going to be making passes in them. Oh. That's the sort of promoter bounce that we like. It actually benefits you. And that middle is a lot more... I think safe is probably the right word for making sure you get over the super triple. Inside's faster, but it's I guess it's a little bit more risk-reward. So if you get caught up in it a little bit, your chances of getting all the way up and over the Supercross triple clean are quite low. No, you bastard. Was that 50 point? No, 51. Okay. Nowhere near as quick as I thought it was. Thought I was steaming for a second, realised I needed an entire second worth of time on top of that. Your heat 1. Have a look. See how far off I am. Race list. 450 Foxborough. Heat races. Okay. Okay. I mean, I qualified third, but I'm 1.1 seconds off in that third. So yeah, I'm not too sure about that. Time to qualify for 450s, because that's what I'm looking at right now, was a 55.7. I can have a look at 250s as well real quick. It was a 59.3. That's a huge drop off from... So top is a 52.4, so there's 7 seconds that you can be off the lead in 250s and still make it. That is huge. Okay, okay, okay. I do. I'm not a big fan when we get to this point of the season because a lot of people have just kind of quit or given up. So what tends to happen is there's such a big difference between the top and bottom of quali, where it's a bunch of people that would never usually make it now get a chance because the field's not as deep. This is also a showdown round as well, isn't it? So 250s is probably going to be a few more people. So 450s is just going to be empty this week. So I imagine there might be some lapper troubles today. That is not to say that the lappers are bad by any means. That is more to say they might not have as much experience as some of the other lappers that we usually get. So yeah, lappers should be fun. Lappers should be interesting. Someone pretended to be me and commented on your stream. Well, I hope you banned them. Or like banned them from the channel. So it's very very easy to see if it's me. You just click on them, go to the channel, and it'll either be me or it won't be. Unfortunately, boys, we do live in a sad time where people will try and be an imposters. Not even funny Among Us reference, but it is very, very sad. I'm not too sure how boring your day-to-day life must be to try and pretend to be someone else to get a reaction out of people. Yeah, that'll gain you so much time. He's definitely done that. There's definitely a way of just hitting that clean and jumping really, really far. Right, let's see. Let's have a look. So yeah, just bear in mind, boys, like, stream's a little bit different, to be fair, but if you ever see a Lins in, like, an online lobby, for example, it's probably never me. I mean, I go by different names almost on a daily basis now, so when I do go online, I go undercover. So don't believe what you see. Got 50 heat. Nobody told me the heat races were up. What's going on? Human. No, I don't really have any desire to talk to people that I don't usually talk to in Discord, Breezy. I just prefer chilling out. Right, minimise that. And I now see that one message, I apologise. Right. No. 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 Yes, there we go. I don't know what sort of gate I want here either, to be honest, boys. Hello, Doomslayer. How you doing, buddy? How it do? It do not too shabby at all. Not too shabby. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things now. It's been so long since I streamed. Feels a little bit foreign to me. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for your generosity as always. You showed your GUID. Hope someone didn't copy it. Well, you see, on this thing called MyMXB, you can see everybody's GUID anyway. So it really doesn't matter. It's just an external thing. It's not in MX Bikes itself. You can just Google controller overlay on, and you'll get something that will work. Oh, I'm not allowed on the track, am I? Let's get off. Before they shout at me, before they make mean, hurtful comments. Spring throws, my bad. Thank you. I think it's like a 1 in 20 chance, something like that, when I tab out of it not coming back again when I tab back in. Hello, Dom. Thank you again. Missed out on qualifying by 0.00 seconds. You're hitting us with a James Bond.
I missed
sucks.
out on qualifying by 0.007 seconds.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I've never slammed my desk so hard.
Next week. Next week. You're getting closer every time. Actually, where's the... I don't know where the world border is here, to be fair. I don't know how far I'm allowed to go. Gonna go the other way, see if Brad turns around. No, he's being a good boy. He's going the other way. Lovely. Let's go biking biker. We do bike. We do play the Mux bikes. The motocross bicycles. I don't think you even can steal a GUID, can you? You only use it for websites like MyMXB or MXB Shop, but then Shop's no issue. People will just be gifting me tracks, essentially. And then on MyMXB, my account's already made with it, so I don't think there's anything you can do with it. It's not like you use your GUID to sign into Steam, for example. Ride the stadium. Are you sure about that? I don't know if you can. Wonder why he's put the pits here. Let me spin around, see if there's anything behind us. Hello? Oh, no, it's very, very small pit area. Okay. Oh, thank you again, Dom.
This is totally your fault, Linz, after the coaching website bamboozled us.
I know.
Smiley face.
I know. It do suck. We'll reschedule something for next week, because I have another person I need to reschedule at the same time. Transfer. Go yeet. Are you sure about this whole ride in the stadium malarkey? I'm calling Cap. Oh, wheelies in third person are actually hella difficult. He said under the bridge. Where am I? Brad, in the last... It's not even Brad this time, Enrique. What bridge are we talking about? Ah, that bridge over there. That bridge right in front of me. What's all this then? Oh, hell yeah. White glove. It's very weird that this bit has collisions and... Am I just going to fall through the floor here? No. Okay. Very strange. Hello, gamers. Look down on all the peasants down there. You go across the bridge is the question. Ooh. Oh. Oh. So it's got collisions above, but it hasn't got collisions below. That is very interesting. A SAR, dude. Does this have collisions? Or do we go straight through? Oh. That looks kind of sus, looking between people's legs. Parkour. Nah, don't worry about it, Falcon. That's okay. And whop. It'll double upstairs. Ah, and again. Oh, no. How do you boys experiment and find these things when you're meant to be practicing for the racing and qualifying? Oh, wait. Can I go all the way up there? Hang on a second. No! Ah! That'd be sick. Right. Heat race, boys. Did not get the gate I wanted, which means I'll be hack on to my left. Which is. And then... two very good starters to the inside of me. Last thing that can make it worse is if it's like Steiner on gate 2. I'm waiting for him to spawn in. Who's it going to be? Hello, gamers. Hope you're all good. Who's that? It's Dylan. Okay. Yeah, a bunch of good starters to my left. That is no bueno. Oh, it's going to have to be the old strategic slam on the brakes halfway up the start straight and tuck underneath everybody. However, this start straight gets very, very narrow as you turn left initially, so everyone that is on the right, they're all probably going to try and dive to the inside as well, even when they haven't got any room. About to get landed on her. Almost. That was an L from me. Could have had a nice easy hole shot there. Well, got the whole shot, but threw it away straight away. I've jumped so far. Yeah, that's inside. I think this is going to be the racing tonight, unfortunately, boys. I don't think there's going to be any passes, it's just going to be wait for mistakes. It's going to be very frustrating if you get stuck behind someone who's a little bit slower than you, because I don't really think there's a good way by them. Is it not shootout tonight? I thought it was, but I've seen a couple of the 250 boys in here, which is strange. Well, Hakon was a second a lap quicker than everybody else in qualifying, so this is kind of his race to lose tonight by the looks of it. Oh, there we go. Sick. Lovely little game crash sound as well. That's definitely not scary at all. Out of my way, Jesus Christ. I just... When do you laugh? When do you cry? What are the chances of the one place I jump back on the track, someone's crashed? God, there's just this like constant unlucky streak that I feel that I'm stuck in. Can't get out of it. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe that I was going for, is the old Thomasoonis vibe. Just all white everything. Although I do like the red accent with the boots and gloves. Probably shouldn't even be running this kit, to be fair. FXR get a little bit funny when you're running gear that's not legit FXR gear. Just slapped an FXR logo on something white. What's nuts is because of the braking bumps coming out of that left 180, it's actually easier to triple from the middle than the outside. But my big doofus head keeps jumping too far, singling into the corner, so I have to take the outside. Oh, there's going to be a disgusting front tuck in that corner at some point tonight. And these insides are going to get chewed up as well, because it's where it's the main line. It's not like it's 50% erode on the outside, 50% inside, it's just all inside. Oh, lovely Poso bounce there. Okay, so if I check up more... Didn't check up enough, Jesus. It's just too much chop on the outside there. Just can't get any momentum going, the back end's just spinning. I need to try and slow down more on the single and go in the middle rut. Same as I also need to try this middle rut a few more times as well. This gives you such a better drive for the triple. So I'm caught either Hakon or Tyler's going to win tonight, I think, since they always get pretty damn good starts. I'll try and go for that top 5, I reckon. I'll be happy with a top 5. That's frustrating. That is very frustrating. Yeah, what happened to my suspension then? That rebounded very, very strange. It's alright, it's bike off the track. Should be no issue for me. Whoops are going to get very quick. It doesn't look like they've been masked at all, so they just erode the same amount, so they'll just get very, very shallow. Even on my good laps, to be fair, Hakon's pulling away by about a second, so I think even if I had the lead, I think P2 is probably as far as I would have gone. I think he would have caught up and passed me. Okay. I do not like how this corner's roughing. Oh... My Jesus, almost went over the bars. That is sketch. You see she's getting pretty deep. I mean, the ruts were already deep to begin with, and now they're digging even further down. This is handlebar and foot peg drag central. I'm going to try tripling on. Don't want it. Don't need it. I'm going to try quad mode. Quad god. Oh, love that for me. Completely just messed up that inside though. You got to filter into these lines at a very particular angle, otherwise the front end knifes on you. Oh, that's annoying. I was actually catching up with Hakon by like 0.5 then, you know. 0.5 out of that 17-second gap and start making him a bit nervous. Dylan's only 4 seconds off me right now, so he's moving as well. Oh, this is going to be a stand-up in every corner simulator at the end of the race, depending on what they put the road on. You sit down, your handlebars are just going to dig straight away. No, I've not sat down in any of those. Handlebars are not liking me. Oh my goodness. Damn, that's going to be pretty brutal. Just from that quick little session there. But you see, we didn't really move anywhere in the race. Started at the front, finished it very close to the front. So that is going to be the story of tonight. It's just one of them tracks, I'm afraid. Pardon me. Right, shall I fly around quickly so you guys can see? I know it's always hard when I'm moving with the old YouTube bitrate so you can see what the ruts are like. So let's just start at the start of the lap. I didn't take the inside here, but it's starting to like dig down a little bit. I just prefer the outside. It seems like no one's taken it at all, so it's not going to get as rough. Over here, most people went in the middle. Even just this little bump forming here can cause the back end to get... Well, that middle's good. Inside's not too shabby either. I feel like a lot of time I exit it. See how it dips down a little bit? Like there, I kind of exit it a little bit early. It's outside. The reason it's because it's just before a whoop section, and you just gain nothing from going inside or middle because you just don't get enough speed for the whoops. But you can see this outside, it's starting to build up, so it's almost like a vertical wall already, and it's just like super choppy coming out of it. So you can imagine your front end dancing around on this makes it a little bit sketchy, a little bit difficult. The whoops are starting to mellow out a bit. They're just getting nice and low on this middle, slightly right-hand side. See, everybody's going in the middle right here. Then step on, step off. She's getting quite a big dent in the ground here. Oh, server's closed already. Jesus. No time. Lappers are going to be something. You are correct, Breezy. Kind of called that before it even started, to be fair. I knew that'd be one of them nights. Right. Give me 1 second, lads. I'm going to move my fan, and then I'm going to go get a beverage, because I've drunk a lot of these. And they're empty, so I need another one. So give me a second. God, I can't believe how hot it is in my room. It's disgusting. Where's... Oh, there it is. Got to put her up on setting number 2. Right, okay. Let's ride around a little bit. Do a little bit more experimenting, shall we? Shall we try and see what's lurking off the track? Oh wow, hang on, you can go all the way up here as well. Nice. Do they have collisions though, or do I need to be careful? Don't think they do. Oh my goodness, we're still going. We're still going all the way to the top. Yeah, genuinely, boys, I don't think 450 class is hard at this point. At all. I think the season's kind of reached that point where it's died off for a lot of people. I think that's a pretty cool little screenshot of that. Hang on, I've got to lean back a little bit, so I'm in a, looks like a Troy thumbnail. 115 FOV only. Or 130, sorry, not 115. Aiden's in the LCQ. Aiden's been struggling a bit recently, hasn't he? I thought he'd be doing a lot better than he is. I just don't know how much time he's putting into it. And to be fair, Breezy, I think me and you can both agree that a lot of it will come down to the start tonight. You'll probably usually finish where you start around it. It's just so difficult to pass people. Have these got collisions as well? No, okay. I think that's as high as we can go. Maybe, possibly. My starts have just been mid all the time. It's only because I had a... No! It's only because I had a kind of inside gate. Oh. I thought I'd fallen all the way to the floor, but I'm still on like the second level. Yo, yeet. Oh, I hold shot in the limbs because I Linda launch a lot of the time. And I usually ride the Varg as well. Can't do that in air, unfortunately. Made it to 450. Well done, Cal. Yeah, lots of new faces in this week. What's that? What's happened? Has everyone just randomly disappeared? And can anyone confirm? Is it east-west today, or am I thinking of the wrong round? Is it a shootout or no? Because if so, that would explain why there's a few new faces in 450s. Because everyone who usually switches coasts is now actually all racing at the same time. I got the whole shot as well. I just happened to overjump the first jump in the rhythm section and completely choke and go back to about 5th. East-west is next week. Okay. That makes sense. Oh, that's a lovely sound opening up a fresh can. I'm not very good when it comes to schedules and dates, I'm afraid, Buzz. I apologise if I sound stupid sometimes. I'm very... What's the word? I was having this conversation with my parents the other day, and obviously when I go away and visit my girlfriend, usually for like 4 days, let's say, and I come back and they go like, "Oh, did you miss us?" And the answer is just like no, and it's not meant in like a horrible way. It's meant that as soon as I'm away from something, if I'm not like looking at it and if I'm not involved with it, I don't think about it. I think it's like object permanence, something like that. So a lot of times I have these moments where if let's say something's due, or I know that I have to do something at a certain time, it'll be like, oh shit, like suddenly, because it just I haven't thought about it at all until like last minute. Thank you very much, Baked. Thank you. Happy 11 months, I appreciate that. Celebrates 11 months of membership, happy 11 months. They've put a new little notification for me on Stream Elements. Thank you, sir. We're almost, well, we're 1 month away from our anniversary. How cute is that? You'd love to see it. Oh, careful. There we go. You know what we haven't had in a while? Go on, let us know. Why haven't we had? Do 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 do. I don't even know if it's worth trying to quad there. Not only have you got to try and stretch the life out of it, you also need to land very precisely in the route. You better go on and off. A donator for me. I swear there was literally a donator fund last month. Hang on. We're going to do some research. I swear it wasn't that long ago. Chippy chippy chappa chappa. Looby looby labba labba. We've got live. MX Bikes donator form. 3rd of March. Oh, it's been 5 weeks. Okay. 5 weeks. You gotta let me off. Some cash may be sitting in your bank. Listen, reason. There hasn't got to be a reason for you to send me money. You're more than welcome just to send me money because you feel like it. Maybe. I like to think that you get more value out of me than spending money on dates with a girlfriend, for example. And the boys come first. Damn, didn't go over that so clean in quality, and I'm just not getting close to it. Spent it all on Aiden. Chippy chippy choppa choppa. Is Aiden streaming right now, or is he lurking in there? Actually, he's probably getting ready for the LCQ regardless, isn't he? I've got a bone to pick with him. Now, I know that I'm a little bit low effort with videos recently, because I literally just played 3 games of pool and uploaded it as a video. But deservedly so, it did do terrible, so that's fine. But notice that he always uses exactly the same thumbnail for his live streams, he doesn't mix things up at all. Oh, hello to my Switzerland viewer there, Mr. Samot. Hello. Hope you're Gucci. Hang on, I said something. Move you. Thank you very much. Can I say the C word? I guess I can
do this.
Am I allowed to say that? Is that classed as like a small hate crime if I say the C word? I swear it's slightly racial. I'm going to stick to just Giga for now. I'm going to stick to that. But thank you very, very much. It blows my mind that 250s are only 2 seconds off this week. Yeah, it doesn't actually surprise me at all. There's no like huge quad lines anywhere, so the lines for 250s must be very, very similar. So no, it sounds about right to me. Chippy chippy choppa choppa. Looby looby laba laba do 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 do. Shall we? What I'll do rather than riding, because I really don't actually want to like play MX bikes at the moment. I don't know why. I'm just in the mood to play Call of Duty Ranked because I've been doing really well on it today. Let's load up Cupcake Explodes stream and see where we're at. See if there's any racing going on. There is. Oh, Charlie's game crashed and now he can't get back in. That is very unfortunate for old Rusper. I hate to see it. Oh yeah, Aiden's also unhappy. I'm mad at someone with high ping just ruins races. Now I've got to ride with a bunch of potatoes. Okay, so I think he's either been done dirty by an Australian or a Brazilian. One of the two. I get it. No, we've all been through it. Like, it happens to the best of us. It happens to the best. Look! I've tapped back into my game right now and it's not doing anything. God damn it. There we go. Right, we're back in action again. Yeah, Charlie said that he'd done a little bit of racing last night. I think he said he got like 6-3, something like that. Hello, Burke. Thank you very much, Samot. What is the Swiss currency? I'm actually interested to see what it pops up with. Because I don't know if we have any other Swiss viewers in here, so it's going to be interesting. Like, we get like Swedish krone and like South African rand and all that stuff and weird currencies here and there. Also, you get American dollars, Canadian dollars, Aussie dollars, all sorts. But I don't know if I've ever been donated to by a Swiss person. I'm eagerly awaiting to see when it pops up in Stream Elements to see what it's going to say. Triple after crossing the start straight has a kicker on the left-hand side. I was able to gain time with middle rut to middle of the ramp. Triple after crossing the start straight. This triple right here has a kicker on the left-hand side. You might be seeing something that I'm not seeing, sir. Oh, it's got like little kickers the whole way across, to be fair. He's changed the road slightly, so anytime you're in any of these little grooves here, it will send you higher. If you're on top of them, then you'll go lower. So it's like far left here, for example. I mean, there's the tiniest. Can you see that on the stream? Yeah, you see that there's slight little undulations. Yeah, they're never even. They're all a little bit different everywhere. But yeah, you're probably right. It's probably faster to let off the brakes more and go middle and carry more speed and then scrub. I'm also ready as well, Rusper. Thank you very, very much, sir. I'm ready for ranked. I'm guessing you're not actually doing the LCQ then, if you can't get back in. They're not like resetting the server or anything for you. I'm surprised my front end actually turned over those bumps there. Whoa, whoa, hold on, everybody. Did it crash in the heat race as well, or did you go through to the LCQ like legitly? Okay, it's very easy to go too fast over the middle rut. Maybe that triple, maybe the middle rut's better for me as well, because I can carry more speed and I can scrub rather than stretch in the triple. Too far tight, too far inside. I thought I'd try and push it a bit and get away with it. Where are you at ranked at the moment, Jamesy? Because we've been playing a little bit today and gone up a decent amount of SR. It's only I played 1.5. Well, not even 1.5 actually. I played half of last season, which was my very, very first time playing ranked. Then we've played it a few times so far this season. I'm currently, I think I'm level 14, and then my actual rank is... I can't remember which way around is it. Whichever one comes first, platinum or diamond. The first, like the bluey, orangey, not bluey orangey, the bluey greeny colour, first one. I'm number 1 on that, I think. I think I'm 2 wins away from being diamond 2 or plat 2, whichever one is. I know you used to grind like Warzone ranks, didn't you, a while ago? I don't touch Warzone, to be fair, we just do multiplayer. Oh, yeet. Oh, where's old Hunt Lawrence finishing tomorrow? Geo and Rusper, what's the prediction? Right. I actually kind of want to watch this LCQ if one's going on. Oh, it is going on. Got another ad! Jesus. Jesus Christ. Oh, yes. Thank you, Barclays, getting some free ad on my stream. What? What's that? Bruh. It was literally in the... What's going on? It was in the pop-up. Am I behind? I'm going to get more ads now. Ah! Look, it's racing. It's here in the top. It's behind my face. Look. It's here. I can see it. Ah, now we've got 21-second ad. Oh, he's just slowing stuff in replay. Hang on. This will be awful quality, but I can kind of skip the ads real quick and just drag and make this screen bigger. Oh, okay. I'm seeing a little TM action out there. I respect it. big respect. Annoyed that he's watching 250 LCQ, not 450, because, you know, Premier class, you'd want to watch 4.
See if he can keep it moving. Jay Talon has to get it. He'll keep moving, I'm sure he'll keep moving. He's got 2.2 to the field. We've got Hagrid here on the Oblivion Suzuki, currently holding on for the P4 position. A little bit of a case there, though, for the Suzuki rider. He's going to have to get back up into the rhythm here before the...
I'm not sure what it is about Warzone. I'm just not a big fan. What I hate about Warzone, I think, the most is you can be the best player in a lobby and then just get very unlucky or time in once and you're done. Finished. There's no chance of like redeeming yourself at all. If you're doing solos, there's. I feel like I much prefer respawn game modes, although I know it's not full respawn, but I do like me a bit of search at the moment. I do enjoy search and destroy. I've always been a bit of a fanboy of Hardpoint as well. Before I ever played ranked, I'd grind Hardpoint quite a lot. Remember back on like my Black Ops 2 days, I knew every rotation, every single map beforehand. It was great.
Get his way through here in the next lap or so, coming around the finish line to find out. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to happen just yet. Gets through the corner, nice.
We got 4 different bikes here in the top 4. Got J Talon, TM, Woodland KTM. Does that say Oliver in P3 on the Husky, and then old Hagrid here on the Suzuki. That Suzuki 250 is just a bag of dicks, by the way. Like, it's so slow.
I don't know. It's a tough one to call, really.
Well, I didn't find many cheaters before on COD, but I think in the last 2 days we found like 3 different people cheating. Or at least using aim. I don't know about walls, but you watch them and they just lock on. It's like, I know people do just have good aim sometimes, but you know when it's just obvious and they just snap into you. And then just following you perfectly. I haven't played CS2 once, actually. I've heard nothing but complaints from people that it's a bit of an L game. I watch CS. Like, I watch the majors and stuff like that, and I watch Only Pixel streams now and then, but I don't play any of it.
But yeah, Aqua said he's great anyway. He may come back for like later races in the season, who knows. But we shall see. But like I say, that should spice the racing back up, because then you don't have someone gapping the field by ridiculous amounts. You know?
GP, chopper.
Like, the skill level is almost irrelevant when it comes to...
Hey, I'll serve you right. I grinded. I spent a lot of time and effort to get the camos, and then you just go and unlock them. Poor from you. Deserve to be banned.
Doesn't necessarily have to be skillful to be exciting, you know?
Yeah, exactly, my drillers. Any more plans for GP bikes? Well, I was going to race this weekend until I realised how sweaty everybody on the game is at the moment, and people doing 200 lap sessions at a time grinding the track. And if it's anything like MX bikes, I hate people having a long time to practice on tracks that have been out for ages. I much more prefer when it's 30 minutes or an hour and then everybody race. So I might rock up on the Sunday, depending if they do a Sunday race as well, whether it's the same track or a different one, I don't know. But tomorrow I think I'm just going to sit and watch the Supercross. I think Supercross qualifying might be on at a similar time to the GP race tomorrow. But I've not played GP bikes in like 2 days now, I think. Something like that. Peanut butter?
To the P5 position, so he could potentially start to close up to Hagrid, but it's going to take a hell of a drive. A big, hefty 6 to 7 second gap there between himself and...
Breezy, are you still in there, by the way? Are you Giga Chigga, who donated $10 by any chance? I just need a yes or no answer to that. Yeah, because I thought I was doing okay, to be fair, Louis, because I saw people, like, just when we found out what, like, bikes and the track was, people were like, yeah, we usually run about maybe like a 1:23, 24, and I ran a very, very low 28, and I was like, oh, okay, so I'm within 4 or 5 seconds, I'm happy with that. And then everyone just started grinding, and they're into, like, the 120s, 121s, and it's just not going to be a fun time for a slow person like me.
making it here tonight on that ability.
Ah, well, Kenzo, I can't really disclose that information because it's not exactly...
These fields, and when you do, they usually do.
What's the word?
Okay. That's how Jay
Allegedly,
right here tonight. He's done very, very
it's not
nicely
legal.
executed
Allegedly.
overall.
I don't know that's
Okay.
for fact.
Illusions, what up, baby?
Damn, look at J-Tad. A little show off before the finish, letting him know. Let him know that he's about the business on the TM. I rate the TM 250. I think it's such a good bike.
For now, though, J-Tan takes P1 in
NA 450 quali time. Are we talking about cut-off, Burke? Or are we doing like top? So I think cut-off for EU was like a 55. I think cut-off for NA is going to be like a 53 or something. There's just not really many places on the track to lose or gain a bunch of times. I think it's going to be very, very close to each other.
Avery then for P5 and Broden for P6. Dante will take P7 and PB for P8 just behind there.
Very well, thank you, Damien. Hope you're good.
Here we go.
Hope you are Gucci, sir.
George Parker then having a little bit of a battle between himself and Switcher here in the fight for P9.
I know Alpha lurks in these streams sometimes. I don't know if he's here at the moment. If he is, do you know if we're running these back to back or together, Alpha, tonight?
Returns then will secure P11 and Daily Boy at 4.
It's just such a big gap to cover in the middle of the races, isn't it? I get to do my quali, do my heat race, and then we just sit here for 40 minutes just waiting for all the races to be done. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if cut-off was like a 53. There's, I mean, everyone's really taking the same lines. It's just who can hit those lines best.
56.0 there for Broden and a 57 for J-Tan. We know that Broden was moving. He just struggled a lot with consistency here tonight. And unfortunately, I don't think he quite made it in. Not to worry, though. Not to worry. Cupcake, can we get a shout out to our boy Hagrid for making his first ever main? Let's go, Hagrid!
Shout out Hagrid.
Fucking wizard. Anyways.
Oh, oh, Cupcake. No swearing on my stream, brother. I like the reference. Bit of a throwback, but come on. Yo, I eat. Do. All the way down into second. No, not second. I didn't press the buttons quick enough, so I'm in third. For the fans. Doing a little Jams special. I wonder how many times Jams is going to hit the old backflip there. Yeah, I do not like that outside. I feel it leads you off the side of the track too much. Oh. Oh, almost clean. Yeah, I wonder... do you reckon that's quicker? I've got no idea. There's a stretch from the outside. Then braking bumps are brutal. And that's when they're fresh. That's when they're nice and new. That middle's quite spicy, you know. I do not hate it. Oh my god. I don't know how I've got lucky with how I've jumped back on the track there. Poverty, but... the modelling program JV uses is called Maya, I think. Is that how it's pronounced? It's something like a $2,000 a year subscription. Thank you very much, Salad. I want to say it's like M-A-Y-A, something like that in terms of spelling. Yeet. One program that I want to start learning, which a lot of the boys are using at the moment, costs $50, so it's a lot cheaper. It was originally made to design golf courses. However, now a lot of the motocross boys use it. It's called Daylon Leveler. You can see it's like 3D when you can mold stuff to your liking. So yeah, it's Google Daylon Leveler and then takes you to here. Oh, actually, I never noticed before that they had motocross stuff on there actually. So old Rainbow Studios. Leveler proved to be very useful in our production of Motocross Madness 2. That is very cool. I didn't know that was on there. You can put custom brushes in there if you want to. All sorts of layers. I've not touched it properly yet, but Red Rider has a whole bunch of videos on how to use it. Let's say that you've got a straight and then a jump. There's something called like Level Connect, where it will then take the side of the jump to the flat and kind of blend them together so it's smooth. Yeah. I think my last couple of Arena Cross tracks haven't... I think the first one was the only one that was on an almost black base. The reason I know the other ones aren't is because I had to go to a slightly grey so I could get indented ruts, so they'd actually go down a bit. But maybe this might just still be too low still, but it's fine. It's all part of the fun. Just had a little block here and there. I mean, coming up close, coming up short there and bouncing was probably still faster than checking up and going triple single. Little double. It's nice. Charlie's game kept crashing and he couldn't get back in the server. So he's got an early shower for old Rusper today. It's just... there's no reason anyone would ever go inside there. It's so slow. I don't want it to be staggered. It takes so long. It's so boring. Ugh. He's watching 250 LCQ anyways, like, rather than the interest in 451. Watching someone like Aiden in the LCQ's got to be much more interesting. Oh, okay, that right-hand side is much higher. Hang on. Could be on something here, boys. We're getting that double step off. Oh, it's actually going to be hella sketch. So I have to scrub to the left, coming out of the left-hander. And I'm going to have to jump all the way over to the right. Okay, let's see how this goes. Oh, clean. Wasn't clean at all, but, you know, fast. Oh, you horrible, horrible rut. Why you kick me out like that? I was on a barker, I was on a steamer of a lap, and you ruined it for me. Well, I'm not going to get it now, am I? I've come up short. You know what? Still quick. No longer quick. Yeah, quick last corner. It was only a 51. Yo, yeet. No inside rut, please. Thank you. Race hasn't happened yet. Generally couldn't give you a time estimate. We have to wait for the 250 race to start and finish. I do apologise. Just how the cookie be crumbling. Just double check Discord, make sure that is correct. Oh, pardon me. Not seeing too much going on. No drama. 250 mania's up. Okay, so it is staggered. God damn it. Ah, thank you very much, Breezy. I've already went up in the stadium a little bit. Hey, once you've done it once, Stoney, I guess it's a bit boring to be fair, but I appreciate the effort. Nice to have a little bit of a ride around. And again, Breezy, chill. Damien's a very lucky man, isn't he? He's not in here that often, and he's randomly rocked up today and he gets gifted membership. That's crazy. Oh, Campbell. Working our braking and our smooth turns. Oh. I've got full videos on my simulation settings. I'll have to go back to the... Actually, no, it's in single player, isn't it? I can go in settings without it affecting anything. There we go. There you go. Take a screenshot. Still going up. I reckon I can try and wheelie around the whole corner and then keep it going. Not if I can't get the wheelie up in the first place. Oh no, I'm going to fall off the edge, I'm scared. Oh, we're at the top now anyway. Oh, I'm going a bit too fast. My wheelie is not good. Oh, I couldn't reach it. No. No! Ah. I was barking. Yeah, I think 99% of the people that play the game ride ARL. I don't see many people interested in motocross if they don't ride. Reminds me of old MTX motor tracks back in the day, trying to do laps of wheeling around the bus at the bottom. No. Quali was decent. I think I was third in quali and I got second in the heat race. So it's been okay so far, actually, yeah. Oh, I'm at too sharp of an angle to get this bridge, I think. Ah, drop the front end anyway. I just want to do an entire lap, but I keep dropping the front when it gets to the corners. Ah, got on it too quick. Let me clean the bike off a bit as well. Clean, clean, clean. What do we think about the gear that I spent a whole... Can't see anymore. The gear that I spent a whole 5 minutes making. That doesn't exist in real life and probably shouldn't use it because I'll get told off for it. Because it is not real. And when I say made, it's literally white and I slapped an FXR logo on it, but quite like this. Just a little, that's a little bit different, isn't it? Now, let's wind this back. Let's imagine that we were in 2022 right now, and this bike now had red plates as well. How flames would that look with the old colour combo going on? I think it would be very, very nice. Very nice indeed. Oh, well, sick. Thank you, Stadium. Thank you for ruining my my panning. I thought about doing the dots. The issue that I have, Zach, is you can't see it here because it just looks like a nice smooth surface. But the rider model is awful in terms of UV wrapping. So I did have these more spaced out. So like the 5 went down to here, for example. And all of the dots were all skewed and all over the place. There's a very specific area where it actually shows up in a straight line. So if I was to do like a 5 like that, it would probably be all sorts of wonky and not look good at all, if that makes sense. I can't believe I overjumped this first triple. I thought I was going slow as well, and just went way too far. And now I've almost cleared the double step off by mistake. Oh, gosh darn it. How much fuel? I usually run 5 litres for a main event, Callum, and it's not steered me wrong yet at all. Oh, see the front end try going. I don't even need to shift up to third. I'll keep it in second gear. Oh! Really shouldn't be trying to go for that stuff. I mean, I went a second quicker in the middle sector, so my ideal's got to be like a 50.3 at least now after I finish this lap. I don't get it. I don't get stuff like that. That bike should be nice and planted and settled in there. Let's see where it all went wrong. Where did it start sliding out on me? I don't know. It's like it... This is a complaint that I have about this game quite a lot, actually. If you see where I'm leant over right now, with how far my lean angle is, my bike should probably be going this way at the moment. Yeah, it keeps going forwards. It's like the lean angle never marries up to what the bike's actually doing. It's almost like it's in a two-wheeled slide, so it's just going. But the front wheel was gripping the whole time until about here. So I've always been very confused about the extreme lean angles that we need to reach to get the bike moved on this game. Very, very peculiar. I'm on the Husky 450 at the moment. That was so easy. Why was that so clean? Might have to bust that out on lap 1 if I get a decent start, who knows? Try and throw it away 2 in a row. Oh. Silly Billy. Do you think what... You expect to go that far? Do you think with how I just railed that middle right, do you reckon that's quicker than going inside? Just not sure if I can do it like that every lap. I think I'll be scared of going off the right-hand side of the track. I agree, Falcon, in regards to the traction, but unfortunately we are in a bit of a minority there. Everyone that I've said that to gets annoyed with me. in terms of community. I don't know what the OEM team's thoughts are on it. Well, I know I think Smiggy agrees as well, to be fair. He's the only one I talk to. But yeah, I just think everything's just too quick at the moment. But, I mean, you've experienced firsthand now, after playing GP bikes. We're generally going slower around corners on GP bikes than we are in MX bikes. How does that make sense? Because you have to slow down in GP bikes to get the bike turn is the issue. You don't have to do it on this game. 250s need a power up. Not if they tune 450s down, because then they'll be more in the middle to each other, and then the tracks will be able to be built to a slightly smaller scale, so it wouldn't matter as much. I think the issue at the moment is the 250s feel underpowered because jumps are have to be built quite big because the 450s are so powerful and they can quad things easily. I think that's where the disparity lies. Well, I'd love to see real-life data of the speed that the real-life 250s go around a Supercross track. If they track it with, what are the things called? Like, what they have on the front plates, like front fenders, for example. Whereas if I put my speed on... Let's run a lap real quick. You're trying to tell me that a 450 was turning around that tight of a left-hander in a rut at 35 to 40 miles an hour? I don't think so, buddy. Turning around that rut at almost 50 miles an hour? I don't think so, buddy. Blitzing whoops at almost 50 miles an hour? I don't think so, buddy. Nuts. Yeah, we're too fast. Too furious. Oh, yeah, that's what I was worried. That's why I've been taking the inside rut. I'm scared of that happening. And then the only other issue we have is... Where are we at? Lean. So, obviously, in real life, what would you say the lean angle is compared to how far you turn? That's, on average, I'd say it's like, on flat ground, you can maybe be at like 45 degrees leant over before the bike starts getting a bit too sketch. On this game, however, is that 70 before the front end started going? Try leaning over a bike at 70 degrees on dirt IRL and tell me that you'll get away with it on flat ground. And well, you can get like cranked over in a rut, but I was almost flat then. I was 81 degrees leant over. Oh my god. Yeah, we just have to do a lot to get the bikes to turn is the issue, and that's just like a base game problem. I don't think that's OEMs as such. But then the amount of grip that we have obviously plays into that. It doesn't matter what you do though. If you change one thing, you'll break something else, and the other way around. It's always a very fine balancing act for them to get everything perfect. .83 degrees lean angle in that rut. I'm pretty sure if you lean over 83 degrees in person, you will be dragging your handlebars. I think surely that's got to be far enough to where the bars hit the ground. Yeah. I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one. The GP bike stuff is all done through Discord. I'm not sure if I am, Dylan, I'll be honest. Two reasons is the real life Supercross is on tomorrow, and I'm not sure what time qualifying is in relation to the GP bikes race. And then also, probably sounds a bit sad, but I really hate racing on tracks that people have grinded for an entire week beforehand. Same for MX bikes as well. I don't really enjoy doing tracks like that have been out for years that people have spent ages and ages on. It just takes away from the fun a little bit. It just usually comes down to who's played the most time. When the track first got announced and I was seeing people saying, oh yeah, maybe like 124-ish lap times, and I ran a 28, I was like, oh, I'm really happy with that, only about 4 seconds off. And then see people running 200 plus laps in an online session and getting into the 21s and like 20s, and it's just, nah, not a bit of me. I don't know, are they planning on doing a different track on the Sunday at all? Like they did last week? If so, I might dabble. There's people in the main that have been grinding it for ages. Yeah. Yeah, true. Shall I What was I going to type in? My hands have stopped working. Twitch. Where's Cupcake gone? He's not on my homepage anymore. What's going on? Oh! Ads. Oh my god. I still got 9 minutes left. Oh my gosh. It's taking ages. Hang on, boys. We've got 5 seconds left of an ad. Good, thank you, Ririf. It is almost completely gone. Almost, keyword. A little bit of a battle for the lead here between Dan and Neon.
Dan has a look down the inside. Doesn't quite manage to take the opportunity.
Okay, I thought he crashed. Just a bit cheeky little bit of leg.
Netcode there, making it look like Neon's doing some
Got Reaper's in 11. I expected Reaper to just be getting like consistent top 5s in this series. I don't know if he's just been unlucky or if the racecraft isn't quite there or if he just hasn't been grinding as much as he did before, like the LAN event, for example. Underwhelming sounds like a really horrible word to say, but I feel like that's been the case. I've not watched too many of his race replays, so I'm not sure if he has just been getting unlucky. Like just bad start. I mean, bad starts will do a lot for you as well. But yeah, I thought we'd get quite a few top 5s out of him so far.
Unfortunately, running it wide enough the track there, costing a lot of time. Finn will get through then.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Dill. Having it so it's the day before rather than the entire week before.
A big old stretch over the table, almost gets it done, but it gets a little bit of a case which costs him so much time. Beta then back up into the P2 position once again. Steiner isn't going
with these races that we do, I'm not sure how familiar you are with the whole format. And I know obviously GP tracks are the same each year, so you wouldn't get new tracks all the time. With this, we get the track 30 minutes before qualifying starts. So you get 30 minutes to practice by yourself, and then that's it. You're into quali and into the races. So everyone has the same amount of time. Right, I need to drop the kids off at the pool, boys. So I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'll try and push her out as fast as I can.
Tiny bit more there through the whoops. Pushing Baited out to an outside rut, but he's not going to give up that easily. Started there looking to try and find any open door, any sign of an opportunity here for the Ace Moto rider. Outside here is just testing lines now. Baited's down, and that's the opportunity right there. Steiner slides the bike on through and gets it done into the P3 position up and on the podium. Finn then keeping himself nice and solid for the majority of the race. He's had a tough time at the start, but with 6.5 minutes on the clock, we are now up to P5, just 11 seconds to the lead up. So we'll see if Neon can try and defend that in the long term. Of course, it's going to be a hell of a ride if Finn can close that gap. We're checking my lap times. In fact, we're checking my lap times now. Why not? Neon, our race leader's best lap was a 53.7, a 54.9 there on the previous lap. Dan's running a 53.9 best on the previous lap. We've got Steiner there with a 55.2 as his best and 55.9 there. So a little bit struggling on the pace compared to the likes of Neon, for example. Finn here struggling a little bit with his overall lap pace as well. We've got a 54.8 best and a 55.3 there, so he's a little bit faster than Steiner, but he's still struggling here tonight for the consistency and the race pace. There was a lot of traffic up ahead of him still. Reaperdoc though has made a hell of a recovery after P3 at the start, down to basically the back of the field. He's all the way back up now once again into the P8 position there on the RD Honda, so a fantastic time indeed for himself. He's going to be wanting to try and improve that a little bit more. Down to P9 then after the timing gate. We see Lipo just up in front though. Lipo is for position. That'll be the P8 spot if he can get it. Dark and Gorge running a 55.0 as his best lap. So not too bad considering the position in the field at all. Man with temporary deafness. Having a nice time though. Oh no. Yeah, it was a tough time there through the whoops. You kind of saw him go a little bit nose heavy in the first three. And that was just, that pretty much wrote the death sentence there, unfortunately. Logan on the gas on the outside there, trying to close his way into Doc. Can't quite get it done though. Doc will slide his way to the inside, defending both tight lines. Yeah, we've been informed that Doc's playing without audio. The man with temporary deafness here tonight. For now though, we have the battle for the lead. Neon versus Dan. JP Designs KTM then has lost a considerable amount of time here to the P2 KTM. Down there closing in rather quickly over the course of the last lap or so. Presumably Neon must have had a bit of an incident. Down there has a look at an open door here soon.
Reaper's got no audio. That
Apparently not.
actually sucks. I think I'd really struggle to
Stream
play this game with no audio.
But if he's got like Bluetooth headphones, for example, and they cut out because they died on battery or the cable just got damaged or whatever else, you know, then he may not be.
I can understand why you might be struggling a bit now. I mean, he's only 22 seconds off the lead, to be fair. 25. So I suppose, yeah, 250 riding's quite close. I'm good, thank you, A-Killer.
Through the pack here. Good recovery then. See if he did get a tough lap there. Looks like not particularly. Running a pretty decent pace in the grand scheme of things, which also means that Dan has been putting in a hell of a performance over the last couple of laps to close that gap back down to the 1.5 seconds that it is.
You boys need to... I'm just reading back all the cake comments. You boys really need to chill.
Right on limit 100% of the time anyway. Hell yeah, just keep that right finger mashed down and he'll be having a good time. He's up to P7, look. Oh no, he's not. He's had a tough time there. Him and Baited.
That is a horrible place to crash.
All the way up there on the podium. What has happened there to Baited?
That's a Linz crash right there, where you don't just lose 2-3 seconds, you lose about 10 because you're busy spinning around trying to get going again.
Not ideal at all. Steiner versus Finn. That seems to be a bit of a battle developing here, and the battle for
Why is Steiner doing 250s? Brother, you are literally a top EU 450 pro, who I'm pretty sure has got podiums this year. Why are you doing 450s? Do not sandbag, sir. Nobody likes a sandbagger.
Nice bit of defensive work here for the Ace Moto team, so he's going to be hoping to try and continue to do that.
Thank you very much, Bruiser.
Crash and die. Steiner then takes his way through into the racing lead once again.
He's doing 250 MX.
It has been nothing
but again, why?
So far, and I'm sure we've still got another 2.5 minutes of that.
Again, I'm pretty sure he's also podiumed GP races this year.
It's going to be interesting indeed. Is Doug the Weird guy from YouTube? He very much is. He very much is. Down the on the inside of Neon, gets the position done.
Very interesting.
Now still fighting out for the P3 position. Gets it done down the inside of Neon there. It looks like they're having a great battle just behind. Side by side then.
Yeah, that is an interesting take.
And the TSCZ Husqvarna making it.
I'm not sure how I feel about that decision.
Rubbing his way over the jumps, adjusting his line through the rhythm section there.
What would be fun?
Both Neon and Dan.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't checked championship points in a few weeks, to be fair. What if all of us just decided to go and sign up for 250 one week rather than 450? So nobody like loses any points. Like all top 5 of us, for example, sign up for it instead.
And a little look at lap times once again here. Steiner, of course, running a 55.1 as his best lap, and Finn a 54.3. So he's got
very peculiar one there.
It's going to be down to mostly consistency between these guys. Of course, Finn.
I thought it was odd when I saw him post a 250 Trentino hot lap. I was like, why are you on a 250 there, sir? Because I didn't watch the full racing. I just watched glimpses here and there.
For now, though, there's a lot of lap down traffic in front, and Steiner's fighting his way through the blue lap bikes. Nice centre scrub there over the triple, keeping his way nice and steady there. One at the Ace Moto KTM. Unfortunately, a collision there between himself and the Vertex KTM. The blue flag bike getting in the way of the racing leader. Certainly not ideal at all. Steiner, though, still holding the position here as we go with a minute left on the clock. Approximately 3 laps remaining in the race.
God, hang on. I just saw a... Hang on, I've seen a YouTube comment pop up on my phone.
Steiner closing back in, though, immediately. Looking to try and defend and get back up into that top spot. But it's going to be a hell of a ride here in order to be able to pull that off.
I think, so in all of my Sledders videos, I think I make it very clear that the world of sledding is brand new to me. You just get, I guess, more of the die-hard people. It's like, dude, aren't you savvy to the fact snow machines are almost as good as stand-up jet skis in water? It's like, no, I'm not. I don't know them, I don't ride them, I don't watch them. I'm in a country that just rains and winds all the time. Even though when it's freezing, there's not really any snow, and when it does snow, it doesn't set, because the ground's too wet for it to set. Ah.
Around the outside, oh disaster!
He wants to do 250 nations. That makes a bit more sense. But just ride a 450 until nations. Thoughts? Because there's not enough Norwegian players. Who else from Norway would be in 450? I think if they were smart enough, they would know their best chances is Hakon and Steiner in MX1 and Open, and then whoever the other random Norwegians are play the game do 250s, because then they'd get the most points possible out of the bigger classes, and just be down to the slower riders in the 250 class that you get.
Steiner's trying to make something work here. Finn, though, of course, scrambling away on the defense here at the moment.
Thoughts on the braking bumps in corners? Some corners I don't mind it, but there's one or two corners on this track where it's almost too much on the outside, like this corner, for example. I mean, that makes the middle rut easier to triple than the outside, which doesn't make too much sense to me. The track that I think done it quite well, or my favourite corner out of the entire calendar so far, was on Anaheim 2 or 3. Can't remember which one it was. But there was a left-hander before the second to last rhythm section, and the outside just had the perfect amount of rough where you'd come out of it and the back wheel was just like, and then you'd hit it triple, and it just felt really, really nice and satisfying.
Have any major incidents with any blue flag bikes, or just himself? Barbosa sometimes likes to catch riders out in the last few moments, of course.
And there's also a big but, and I cannot lie, I have no idea off the top of my head how Foxborough usually rides. So I know Stone does the roughness based on how the tracks are. For example, obviously last week, being a hard pack track, we raced with soil rather than soft soil. I can't remember many Foxborough races off the top of my head, so I couldn't relate to it in terms of accuracy. But then I also know why he's done it, because if there was no rough, 450s would just be quad and everything like we was at Anaheim 1, and that just makes for a boring race as well. So, I don't know. It's very difficult to try and please everybody. I realise that this race is done and I'm not even in my 450 server yet, so let's probably go and do that. Thoughts on the track? It's just very straightforward. It's very easy. Nice, simple layout, simple design. I mean, I'm not doing that. Let's do that. I don't mind it. I just think it's going to be very, very close racing. It's just going to be whoever makes the most mistakes, because I think if you're lucky, you'll gain a 10th or 2 tenths a lap on people. So start will be very, very very important. I can't even speak. That's the word. Important. Breezy, I dislike you, by the way, and you know why. Nobody else needs to know why, but you know why. I've got no idea if it's going to be picked again, actually. No clue. I don't know how involved in it all Chicken is at the moment. Right, our goal today, boys. Our mission. At my face. We are going for a top 5. That is our job. If we finish outside the top 5, you'll get an If we finish outside the top 5, you'll get an unhappy Linda. If we finish inside the top 5, you'll get a happy Linda. Because you know why. You knew I was reading my YouTube comments just as you went and commented on the video real quick whilst you're in here anyway. Rip, rip. Can we go 2 for 2 though for whole shots and then throwing it away in the first section? Oh, the wheelie boys would have creamed in their pants just then, seeing me scrape the fender and bring it back. On itchy nose. Latuna, why would you try and do such a thing? That's really horrible. So you're trying to wheelie here with one hand and you've been being mean. You know what? I don't want to be next to you anymore. I'm going. I'm peacing out. I'm going upstairs. I always get an itchy nose when I play bikes. You can sit here and play like 20 ranked matches of COD in a row, no issue. As soon as we hop on bike, sniff, 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 one hand, tear off IRL, all race. Making my life an absolute nightmare. No, I do not do any of that funny business, Matthew. Not a bit of me. In quali I was 3rd, in the heat race I was 2nd, so pretty consistent so far. Double. Ah! Oh, trying to hit a little double backflip. Oh. Don't mind if I do. Oh, actually, can we... No. No, I think you have to be going a little bit too fast to get that. Unless... Hang on. Oh, yes! Lay down, but I'm up. I was down, but now I'm up. Very hard to wheelie on whatever traction this is. It feels different to the rest of the collisions. No, you didn't miss the main dirt. We are in the main server right now, waiting for it to start. Over the buzz. Bonk. I was always curious, but I've never been close enough to see. If they photoshopped the ARL logo on these, or are they actual people that would wear them? I mean, it's a pretty good Photoshop job. I don't know what Mrs. Stone Rider looks like, so he could have got someone in. That ARL logo is backwards, so maybe it is. I also do not think a lady of this caliber would be wearing a Poboso jersey if that says Poboso. I feel like it does. Yes, I will remain deafened for a while when I was... Hashtag where's Deb? That's true, we need to get Deb on there. Deb, Big Debbie W, get her in there. Oh, I'm in Chesco, hang on. Ah! Callum, Masterclass. I want a top 15 out of you, Callum. And if it comes to it, I also want good blue flag abilities. How to make me dislike you, Tang. Don't ruin my fun time. No! Ah. Right. Race time, boys. Race time! Bosh. 8-4 again? 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Back on Dylan. Probably gonna be like Cam or Tyler. Cam. Okay. Where's Tyler? Maybe Tyler's gonna spawn in on me, right? No, big Buster Breezy with his backwards wrists. Look at those. Those disgusting things. I don't even know where Tyler is. Can't see him anywhere. Oh, I see him. He's just inside of the box. 2 inside of the box. Ning, 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 ning. Let's get the bike nice and warm. Oh, love getting bumped from people on the outside thinking they've got the inside. Cheers, buddy. Could have had the old shot. Never understood that mentality of people on the right thinking they can just cut over everyone. What? Who is that? Okay, we've got to deal with hella lag. How am I meant to race against that? Is it me? Is it me lagging? Because everyone's disappearing. Or is it server? Might be me. No, my space. Okay, I think we're in like 5th. Might be me. Time the gate to perfection as well. Ah! It's alright. Filtered into the middle, right, okay. No way are they sending that line in the race. What's wrong with these boys? What have they been snorting? I want it. Well, I need it. I don't want it. I'm in 3rd. I didn't think I was that high up. Okay. I'll take it. Hakon and Dylan in front of me. Uh-oh. Okay, so Hakon's probably going to win this race, just if I was to guess. I don't think from a points perspective I'm even doing much. I've missed like 3 rounds this season, so I don't think it's that important, but it would just be nice to get a solid result. It would be nice if I wasn't dog at this game. So that's such an easy triple in. This is where it will become annoying, because you cannot pass anybody in this half of the track, basically, unless they crash. Because it is very, very one-lined. Although he's going middle there. Oh no, he's got enough speed. Oh my goodness. Damn, I'm not, yeah, 12 seconds off the lead already. That is no bueno. I had to commit to that inside route so hard just to try and get that pass off. Right, a couple of clean laps would be nice. Oh, and the ball's dug in straight away. Oh, I'm sketchy right now, boys. It always takes me so long to get a flow going in these races, I don't know why. There we go. Only got the triple as well. Oh, this middle right is getting deep already. Holy. Don't know how long that rut's going to be viable for, but I'll take it until it gets hella sketchy. We're getting into the lappers, I think, already, which is scary. Ha! Why? Just turn! Stop sitting on top of a rut, please. know if I've ever dug my bars into as many ruts as I am in this race, or on this track. In the rut this time. Thank you. Oh, baby. He's flowing. Oh god, yeah, Lapper's inbound. Thank you, Latuna. Oh, lead's only just in front of me. This is a big issue that I'm going to have, is I think a lot of lappers aren't going to know that I go outside there. Which is not their fault at all. It is just me taking unorthodox lines for the rest. But then when I have to take the actual line, it gets me all sort of out of float, and I crash, and then I probably get a hell of a lot of time from cuts. Very, very frustrating. And some people think that's me blaming other people, but it does get you out of a rhythm when you change your lines up. Not Alpha's fault. My fault for not practicing different lines enough. Well, I was 2 seconds off the lead. I'm now 9 seconds. Because in typical Linda fashion, he does not have a 2-second crash. He has a 7-second crash. And also got extra time added on because I missed out like 2 whoops. There we go. There's probably like 3 seconds added on from missing out 2 whoops. Love that for me. Oh my god, that's eroded away loads. And we're going to be dead again. Because the whoops disappeared, so then oh please. And again, because it's a Lin's crash, we just sit here on the back of the berm for ages. So now we've lost another 8 seconds. I'm falling out of love with this game, boys, I won't lie. I don't enjoy it much at all at the moment. Just sitting riding around in nothing positions, because there's no competition left. So I've gone from 2 seconds behind to 25 seconds behind. And I also got cuts last lap as well, even though you saw how much time I lost on the backside of the berm. Just to add insult to injury. Thank you very much, Bibbs. imagine my shock when I faced backwards again. You know, I was watching Skills racing at Trentino the other week, and every single one of his crashes, he'll just get up instantly, and the bike will be facing the right way. I don't know what. What would you do? What do you do to change that so it happens in game? Because I always face the wrong way when I crash. Again, it takes another crash that should be instantaneous up and going again, and adds a lot of extra time to it. Unfortunately, I can't really just leave this, because I'm not enjoying it, because everyone gets upset when I leave. So I just have to sit here for the next 9 minutes of pain. Look at these ruts, what are these? Oh, God. Oh, right in trenches. I'm gonna have cam on my cheeks in a second as well. Oh, oi, 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 oi. I'm gonna sort of rock up on like outdoor suspension next week if it carries on being built this rough. Oh, yeah, Stoney didn't know either. Oh, I was already committed to the outside at that point. Probably Callum. Oh, 16th. I said I wanted to top 15 out of him. He's almost there. I didn't expect to see Ken's this far back. I did also say I wanted a good blue flag out of Callum. He's moved over now. Lovely. Oh, look at this. This is ridiculous. They're just trenches in the track, and I'm stuck. And now I'm going to get more carts because I've had to miss out a single. Oh my God. Now you better be riding at trenches when I'm watching the real racing tomorrow. What's going on? He's tweaking. Okay. We had this conversation the other day about lappers and moving or not, and literally in the ARL rulebook it says lappers need to move out of the way. The issue that we have is at the moment let's do race line in like air quotations is so much faster than any other line on the track. If the lappers just sit there the entire time, they'll take a lot of time away from people. So they do need to move out of the way. That is in the ARL rulebook, I'm afraid. Because I can't remember who it was last time that was complaining about it after I got annoyed with a lapper who sat in front of me for like half a lap, and he said he's just holding his line. A lot of people enjoy outdoors more, but I enjoy Supercross as like a discipline. I really, really do. This year's just been so much different. So rough. I mean, I've been on the backside of a lot of berms this race. I did not know I was all the way back in like 7th, 8th. Jesus. Oh, bike started fishtailing on me again. Can't really fight against it too much. Just have to let it do its thing and hope that it straightens itself out. I'm going to try going inside there in case I get into Stoney. Nobody's touched that outside double at all. You see there's one rut that's been taken there as well, although my handlebars had... What's going on? Front end's just said nah. Skill issue, because people in front of me are riding absolutely fine, but I'm struggling right now. I tried slowing down to not take the main line, but it was not big enough. I get trench foot with the amount of trenches we got around the track. Just lead you into a bale. This is something. Dorian's not tripling, that's fine. I find Dorian on the track a lot these days, I've noticed, whether it's at the start or mid-race at all. That Callum just got some dirty Proboso physics. That makes me laugh. Other people's pain and suffering makes me laugh. My own doesn't. Oh, Jesus. That is deep. Tyler's almost got up to the lead, to be fair. He's had a disgusting little comeback. Oh my god. I don't think I promise you, I feel like I'm sat on top of that rut. I must just be going too far inside for the front end to be knifing on me. Don't know how to fix. Oh, okay. Now we're in the bells. Sick. Oh, and we're ghost riding, and we're facing the wrong way. So there's a nice little 5-second time loss from such a minute mistake again. Yo, yeet. I think the issue that we've always got at the moment when it comes to building tracks, whether they're rough or flat, is the in-game road will never replicate real life. It just, I mean, as you can see, it just smooths things out. They never add, like, chop from the brakes, or they never really dig down the ruts at all. They just make the track faster. So I can see why it gets made so rough in the first place. I just think it falls down to Proboso, really, to just make the base game better. Be able to replicate things nicer. But still, everyone is on the same track. And everyone else is doing a better job than I on this track on this day. I've won on rough tracks in the past, you've seen this. I've done very poorly on some others. About to go over the bars. Yep, sick. Called it before it happened. Oh, would you look at that? Bike's facing the wrong way again. Remember what I said at the start of this, boys? I wanted a top 5, and that would be a very, very sad face lens if I didn't get it, and I think it is going to be the case. I'm going to be a big sad boy. Ween. For Supercross tomorrow, real life Super, is it an early start or is it back to the old times? Oh, brother. Oh, it's going to be a late night then. Okay. So I'm guessing quali for us doesn't start until like 8 PM or something else, maybe 9, something like that. Brother. Just to note, I am very close to getting lapped. Oh, guess whose bike's facing off to the right. I generally thought I had enough speed to get up and over that triple. Bike said no. I'm gonna get lapped this race. It's gonna happen. I think we've got 2 laps to go. Have I been lapped in a Super yet? I know I've been lapped outdoors. Oh my goodness. At least me and Dorian have had a nice little back and forth it. It was all looking so promising at the start. I fell off. Fell off big time. It's alright, Dorian crashed. I got a little bit of breathing room. Damn, this is a little bit enduro-y at the moment. Oh, my Jesus. Oh, do I bring this back? I do. Nice, it straightened itself up again. He's getting the rut. Yes. Boing. I mean, actually, I'm not in no man's land. Dorian's behind me. I got so many cuts from some of them crashes earlier on. They've done me so dirty there. Can't triple anymore. At least from the outside. She's a bit too rough. Last lap. I'm only 1.6 seconds ahead of Dorian, even though I'm like an entire straight ahead of him. Oh, missed the inside. Didn't want it anyway. Overrated line. Very overrated. Oh. This has felt like, you know, last year when I was throwing little hissy fits over how the TFC outdoors tracks were eroding. This feels like that, where it's just square edge ruts everywhere. Yeah, I mean, skill issue is a phrase we like to throw around quite a lot, isn't it? That's why I'm at the point now where I don't go in like Discords and complain about stuff after anymore, because you won't get a good response. You'll get like a womp womp and that's it. Oh no, that was a pretty painful race, I'm not gonna lie. Let me have a quick little fly around again, show you. Right, so finish line. My outside wasn't too bad at all. Inside was actually fine. It's quite a smooth, powered corner. Into this one, tiny little bump going into that inside. Middle got quite deep if I go down into the ground. You see how like triangulated it is. That gives the front end all sorts of issues. Round to the outside, where was that hole that I kept hitting? So you see, like, this rut's almost in two bits here. You see how it hooks and then it goes again, but it doesn't, even though there's a hook, there's nowhere for you to really, like, cut down. So you kind of stand up in here. As you can see, it's a little bit, it's a little bit on the square edge bump side down here. Then up and over this. Whoops just got very, very quick. They got very mellow. So then you just had to try and stop in time. And you see, this is what we mean by the road never makes stuff rougher, really, which is why it doesn't simulate well. So it's just like eaten through these bumps. So this corner's actually got smoother. Ah, it's done. Didn't want to show me. Yeah, there were some rougher bits there. Oh, again, not a good day. I think I'm very hit or miss at the moment, aren't I? I'll either get a win or get like 6th to 10th, something like that. So there's multiple ways of looking at it. So if we turn the erode off when we've got pre-made erode, then it's just going to be a hot lap competition. So people just run the same laps over and over again. If we run flat tracks with erode, you'll be quadding everything because the corners will be so fast. And I don't actually know what the answer is. I really don't. I mean, we all race the same track at the end of the day. Like, I think a lot of the time I thrive in the rougher stuff, but just not today. Just didn't do very well. Very, very loose on the old front end in a lot of the corners, and a lot of very costly mistakes. I think I had 2 crashes there that cost me about 20 seconds combined. So, yeah, not sure about that. But I think when it gets to the point where you have to stand up in a lot of the corners, that's when it gets a little bit iffy. So I'm not too sure. Not too sure. Yeah, I think if we could stay like, even though I had a good race at, what was it, Indy, I still think even Indy was a little bit too on the rough side. If we can go back, let's have a look at the tracks that we've had this season. I know he wants to give each track their own characteristics because they all erode differently. Let's have a look. So Anaheim. So this was the issue with it being flat, is we was going quad in rhythms, for example, which is just a no-no in my opinion. San Francisco, I think this erode was okay. This erode wasn't too bad at all, in like personal opinion. I wasn't the biggest fan of the track layout, but you can't do anything about that. San Diego obviously didn't get to do in the wet. Anaheim 2. I quite enjoyed this. I think Anaheim's 2 roughness was nice. There was some ruts in the corners that are all fairly viable to each other. None of them were absolutely huge. There's 1 or 2 big ones, to be fair, but like in the right-hander here on Anaheim, all of these lines were fairly equal. And then there was a tiny, tiny bit of erode accelerating out of this berm here, which I really liked. So Anaheim 2, I think, was pretty solid in terms of base and layout. Detroit also wasn't too bad, but I think because it was such a short lap time, the track got really beat up, and there was 1 main fast line everywhere. Glendale, what's Glendale? Oh, that was the one from last week. Did I enjoy Glendale? I think I enjoyed Glendale. I think Glendale was okay, roughness-wise, but then it didn't erode as much because it's a hard-pack track. I liked Arlington, but that was a little bit biased because I ended up winning there, so I'm just going to skim past that. Daytona was just off the back of like a 24-hour stream, so I was hanging, so I can't even remember. Didn't get to do it says Birmingham. Didn't get to do Birmingham because I'm away. Thank you very much, Christus. 12 months. Damn. Happy anniversary. Thank you very much for being here over the last year. Indianapolis was rough, wasn't it? But it didn't erode too badly in the race. So I think the ruts were deep to begin with, but it didn't dig very deep at all. Not too sure. Seattle got very, very deep as well. I was hella sketched towards the end of Seattle. So I don't know, yeah, maybe like Arlington back is kind of as deep as they should be getting. A2 is just, I think, a really, really good example. Really good example. But yeah, I'm going to hop off now, boys. So I'm going to go play 1 or 2 games of Call of Duty ranked, and then I'll see what I'm up to tomorrow. Might do some just casual races, casual lobbies whilst we wait for the Supercross to start tomorrow, and then I'll hop off and just watch that with the boys. So thank you very much for watching. As always, again, I say every week, but if you're qualifying for NA, best of luck. I hope you get in. I think 450 lap times probably around a 53, 250 lap times maybe like a 55. Not entirely sure. But I will love you and leave you. Sorry for being a little bit whiny today, but we all do it when things aren't going our way, don't we? It's all over by the time we're done. We're over it at that point. So we're going to peace out. Good night, everyone.